building a bridge between Europe and its neighbours to create an area of stability and regional integration. This is the final aim of hundreds of projects financed by the European Union in 16 countries, from Belarus to Morocco. In the 2007-2013 period, the main tool of this strategy has been the European Neighbourhood and Partnership Instrument, with an allocation of 13.4 billion euros. Many things have changed in 7 years, starting with the creation of the Eastern Partnership in 2009, the first step towards the signature of the association agreement with Ukraine, Moldova and Georgia in 2014.
This is indeed a historic day for the three countries themselves, for the European Union, for the whole of Europe.
After 2011, the EU decided to renew its neighbourhood policy to introduce a differentiated approach and the more for more principle. More aid is going to the countries undertaking reforms towards democracy. In most of the Eastern Partnership countries, the Neighbourhood and Partnership Instrument opened the possibility to give assistance in major sectors like justice, administration and economic development. At regional level, cross-border cooperation in the East focused on challenges like transport, energy, environment or border management.
As we know, cross-border cooperation is not an easy field. It's complicated, it's quite challenging, but also very beautiful because it brings people together. And I think the main achievement of this program so far was actually to build trust among the partners.
Building the trust remains a challenge also in the south, where the Arab uprisings in 2011 marked a turning point. The EU support to civil society has become a crucial priority.
There are basically two different approaches. One is to really strengthen civil society, to support civil society, make it more viable, make NGOs partners in dialogue, and that can happen through financial assistance, it can happen through advice, through bringing them in contact with European organizations. At the same time, of course, we want to have civil society as an element of governance. We want them to scrutinize governance. We want them to scrutinize our cooperation programs. So we associate them also to the programming, to the planning, and to the monitoring of the implementation of our operations in the countries.
The EU is trying to promote media freedom and gender equality, supporting women struggling with discrimination and violence in a quest to gain their rights in the everyday life.
Unfortunately, we are facing a big challenge nowadays because of the new waves from the extremists who are trying to call for keeping women at home. They are trying to many voices started calling for keeping women from driving cars, from studying, calling for early marriage. So as long as you work on women, so this is a big problem.
Youth participation is another crucial field of activity for the EU support. The Young Arab Voices project is one example.
This project started just after the Tunisian revolution, and it aims to implement the culture of debate in Tunisia, which is something that we didn't have during the Ben Ali regime. So we have been working with NGO, high schools and universities all over the country, and it's the same model duplicated in Algeria, Morocco, Libya, Egypt and Jordan.
The EU and its member states have provided close to 2 billion euros so far to deal with the Syrian crisis, making it the largest donor. Thanks to the EU cooperation with UNICEF in Syria, Jordan, Lebanon and Turkey, 2.5 million children in the region will be given a chance to receive education.
When I visited the camp in Zaatari, where we have thousands of children following schools, where UNICEF and the EU partner to have this and in place, and I was asking girls at school, what is your main priority? The first thing they all said, we want to go to school.
This and all the other challenges of the EU's relations with its 16 partner countries are now the priority of the new tool of the EU Neighbourhood policy, the European Neighbourhood Instrument. Launched in 2014, it can count on a budget of over 15 billion euros and renewed European Union support to the partner countries across the neighbourhood until 2020.